Hello everyone, I'm Michelle Smith and welcome to my channel. I have a Americana patriotic centerpiece for you today. This is a nice centerpiece that you can put, of course, in the center of your table. You can put it on a side table or on your mantle. It's perfect to spruce up your house for Memorial Day, Veterans Day, or 4th of July. The tools that you're going to need are your glue gun and glue sticks, a good pair of scissors, your ruler, a good pair of wire cutters, some floral tape, and a pipe cleaner. You're going to need some nail polish remover. This is 100% acetone. This is the one that you need. If you get one that is not 100% acetone, it will not work. And I did get this from the Dollar Tree. You're going to need some cotton balls or some paper towels. And then some form of rocks. They don't have to be decorative. You can use whatever you have around the house. This is just to add weight. The materials that you're going to need are a container. All of these came from the Dollar Tree and any of them will work. So there's this one, or this one. Anything this size will work. I'm going to go ahead and use this one today. You're going to need some moss. You can get moss from the Dollar Tree. Whatever they have available is fine. I'm going to be using this. I've had this for a really long time. And your choice of patriotic ribbon. This is what I have on hand. This one I got from the Dollar Tree, and these two I got from Walmart. And these two are 1.5 inch by 9 feet, and they were $2.97 a piece. And then I have some mixed florals here in red, white, and blue. I have red dahlia. This one I picked up this year. It is their patriotic bouquet, and it is roses and navy blue. And then these two bouquets I picked up last year or the year before. I thought they were absolutely gorgeous. I love the red, white, and blue daisies. And I have two of those. And then I have one package of the white dahlias. And I have some baby's breath. I also have a mixture of some greens. So I have two of the ferns. I have one of the onion grass. And then two of this one that looks like a type of fern, but it's just called foliage. All of this came from the Dollar Tree. And then I also found these. They are just called glitter berries. And I really liked the color. I'm not going to be using the leaves at all, but I am going to be using the berries. And I have two of these. And then you're going to need some form of floral foam that will fit into your container. This is the one I'm using. And this fits perfectly inside. And then that's what the stones are for, just to put around to help hold that down. And then for decoration, you're going to need one package of the foam scatter. You get 20 pieces, which will be plenty. And then optional, I found this 3-pack of patriotic flags. So one of these. And then I'm going to take this apart, which is a USA. I really liked the way they did this. I'm going to take it off of this. And then you're going to also need some wood skewers or some dowel rods. Either will work. We're just going to attach it to these so that we can add it to the arrangement. Okay? Let's go ahead and get cleaned up and we can get started. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is go ahead and we're going to remove the writing on the container. And that is what the acetone is for. And again, it says 100% acetone. That's the one that you want. And you can use cotton balls or you can use paper towels. and you just wet it down. You need to lay it on there for just a few minutes and then do a slow rub and it will come off. I went ahead and did it already on this one, nice and clean, and it does not damage the finish at all on this. Now you can use this technique to remove writing on anything that's metal or glass. Do not use acetone on anything that is plastic. You can have a chemical reaction and you can have toxic fumes that will make you very sick. So you can only use this on metal or glass. Do not use it on plastic. Okay? So that's all nice and clean. Take your letters off of the little burlap ribbon that they came on and grab 3 of your skewers or your dowel rods, whatever you're going to use. We're going to go ahead and glue these onto the back of the letters. And this is what we're going to use to put them into the arrangement. It's really simple. Just grab your glue gun, add some hot glue onto the skewer, and then place it down. You just need to hold it in place until it fully sets. Go ahead and do that to each of the letters. The letters are glued on nicely to my skewers. So I have my U, my S, and my A. Okay? Once those are thoroughly dry, go ahead and set them aside. The next thing that you're going to want to do is go ahead and prep your flowers. And I'll show you on this one bunch how to do that. Go ahead and remove any tags. Now you want to look at your bunch. You'll have one flower that is usually taller than the rest. That one you do not want to cut. That one you want to leave on this stem. The rest, go ahead and pull down to the side. Like that. And then go ahead and we're going to trim those off. That way this is nice and long. If I need it shorter, I can always cut it shorter. But that way I have something to help fill in the center of my arrangement. Okay? So go ahead and prep all of your flowers. Now we're going to go ahead and prep our container. So I've gone ahead and put some hot glue on the bottom of my floral block. And I've stuck it down there. Now I like to leave the plastic on. That's just because in the future, when I take the florals out, it doesn't get all crummy and it stays much cleaner, so I can continue to reuse it. I'm just going to go ahead and put some rocks around the bottom to help weigh it down, because I am going to have some height on this and I don't want it to tip over easily. Okay, so I did use the whole package in there to weigh it down. You just want to make sure you leave the top open so it's easy for you to put the florals in. And then go ahead and lay down a layer of the moss. You don't have to glue it down. This is just to cover the stuff on the bottom. This way, when you take this apart and go to put it away, you can reuse all of the peat moss, the rock, and the foam. Okay, now our container is ready. Now we're going to go ahead and prep the scatter. Open up your package. And then you're going to go ahead and take your skewers. And there are large stars and small stars. I'm just going to be using the large ones. I'm going to take the sharp end and go ahead and skewer on the star onto the top. And then that way you can stick it into the arrangement. go through and just be careful not to skewer yourself and push it in far enough so that it holds on to the large star. Now this is a really nice idea. You could do this and then go ahead and stick it in some houseplants that you have. That's a really quick and easy way to add a little bit of color and cheer to your house. Now we're going to prepare the ferns. You want to go ahead and take your skewers or whatever you're using and go ahead and cut them down. You need them about 3 to 4 inches. So for this length of skewer that I have, I can get 3 pieces out. Let's go ahead and cut that down. So go ahead and pull off the leaves off your fern. And then we're going to attach them to the little piece of wood. It's easier to cut that little nub off. Put a little bit of hot glue on the end of the leaf. Go ahead and place the skewer down into the hot glue and hold it until it sets. And you can take some of the floral tape and go ahead and wrap it around. Just make sure that you wrap around itself. And then go up a little bit to cover the tip. And then just work your way down. You don't have to go all the way down, just about halfway. Hit just a dab of hot glue. And then wrap around a couple times. Hold it. And trim it. Okay. Now it's easy to put in and you can adjust the length. I'm going to go ahead and do that to the rest of the leaves on this bunch. Now to prepare the onion grass, you do pretty much the same thing. The onion grass comes off in these little bundles. And all you have to do is go ahead and put a little dab of hot glue right in the little hole. And then grab your stick and then stick it in. Hold it just for a minute till that glue sets. And that's how you prepare those. We're going to go ahead and work on the bow. And I've chosen these 2 ribbons and I've cut each of them at 30 inches. And you're going to need a skewer, your pipe cleaner. So I'm going to make a very simple bow. You simply make a loop and then you make another loop. And then you just play with it until you make sure that your ends are the same. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same with the red. Make a loop, make another loop. Make sure the tails are relatively the same. And then I'm going to stack these 2, one on top of the other. Double check, make sure that they're the same width on either side. And then go ahead and scrunch down the center like an accordion. Pinch it and grab your pipe cleaner. You can also use floral wire if you don't have a pipe cleaner. Pull it nice and tight and twist. Okay, so your bow in the back, which is for me the dark one, should be just slightly larger than the bow in the front. Go ahead and fluff. Kind of pull the tails down a little bit. Now I want to cover this with some of the red and white striped ribbon. So I'm going to cut another piece. About 3 or 4 inches long. So go ahead, fold one side in and the other side in. Then you're going to take your hot glue in on the back of the bow, add a little dab of hot glue, and then place one of the folded sides down. Hold that for a minute till it sets. Okay. Then you're going to want to wrap that around the center. You don't want it too tight. You want it to still be a little fluffy. So just be cautious that when you're pulling that you don't pull too tight. You bring that end back around. Make sure that it's not too tight or too loose. Get it just the way you like it. And then glue that down. If you have any excess ribbon, just go ahead and trim that off. Now I went ahead and left my pipe cleaners out. The little ends there, that's going to help me to attach the skewer to my ribbon. So I'm going to go ahead and lay down a little bit of hot glue there. Place my skewer in the middle. Give it a minute to set up. And then go in and take those pipe cleaners and twist them tight down around the skewer. And just fold them down. Okay, we're going to want to let that dry nice and thorough so that it doesn't come off. And then you can go ahead and fluff up your bow and put it in the arrangement. Now that everything is prepared, we're going to go ahead and start to do the arrangement. Now what I've done is I've taken the 2 longest flowers, one in the red and one in the dark blue, and I've placed those in the center, just slightly off center. Now this is going to be the highest point in my arrangement. From that point, you go ahead and take your flowers and you're going to want to make a triangle, a visual triangle as you start to make your arrangement. So go ahead and put one on either side. Now this is a 3-dimensional, so your triangle, your visual triangle needs to come from several different points. Okay, so here I have my high point, my side point, and across to the other side point. That's my triangle. And then facing the other way, I'm going to do the blue. And I'm going to basically do the same thing. Go ahead and put it in and make my triangle from this side. And just adjust your flowers. You want them all to be about the same angle and the same height. Okay, so now I have my triangle in my blue, my high point, my low, and my low. Okay, so this gives me my boundaries of where my florals are going to be. The next thing that I want to add is I want to add some of my greenery as my base. So I'm going to take some of my ferns here and I'm going to put one in between each of the flowers. And kind of angle it out. Now these you can bend and adjust, make them look pretty. And again, I'm working, trying to keep that triangle and trying to keep that shape. Okay, I'm happy with that. I have my boundaries. I have some base greenery in there. Now I'm going to want to add a little bit more brightness with these daisies. I love these. I wish I had found more. Now this is the longest one. Again, I'm going to go ahead into a little off center. Okay, then I'm going to take the longest white bloom I have and put that opposite. Okay, then go ahead and bend those so that the blooms start to kind of come out towards the side. I'm going to leave the two original ones up straight to fill in the center. That's the one good thing about using artificial flowers. You can make them do pretty much what you want. Okay, from this point on, you just want to go in and fill in with the rest of your florals. You just want to make sure you do a good mix and that you insert at different heights. Just kind of take each different color and make sure that you're mixing it around. And go ahead and start to fill in. And remember, this arrangement, if you're going to be putting it in the center of your table, it needs to look good from all sides. So make sure as you're placing your blooms that you are looking at it from all sides. Now that I have all of my main flowers in there, I'm going to go in and fill in with some of the baby's breath. Okay, now I have all my baby's breath in here. Before I fill in with any more greenery, I'm going to go ahead and stick in my USA. I've kind of left a hole here specifically for this. So I'm going to start in the center with the S and get that placed. And then go ahead and stick in the U and the A. That way you can play with the placement a little bit until you get it to where you like it. I'm really happy with that. Now I'm going to go ahead and place in the stars. And go ahead and put them wherever you like, whatever you think will look nice. Just, again, make sure that you evenly distribute them. Okay, now that I have my decor pieces in there, now I'm going to go back in and I'm going to fill in wherever I need to with what I have left over of my greens. So the onion grass, and I have a couple more fern leaves. So I'm just going to go through and place this wherever I need to add a little bit of greenery and a little bit of character. Okay, I am really happy. I've gone ahead and filled in with the greenery. Now the last thing that I want to add a little sparkle and some more color, are these glitter berries. Now I'm not going to use the leaves that came with these. And again, I'm just going to go through and place these wherever I want. Okay, we're all done. I am very happy with how the arrangement came out. It is very pretty from both sides. On this side, I have the bow, and I did go ahead and put one of the flags in. And then as you move around, you see more of the florals and the stars. And then this side, you see the USA. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's craft. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up. It really does help out my channel. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. I do upload new content several times a week. Well, thanks again for stopping by. It's always a pleasure to see you. I hope you and your family are all staying happy, healthy, and strong. You take care, have a great day, and I will catch you next time.